Hello, I will answer some questions about blockchain technologies and universities. My name is Juan David Guerra. I studied my master in computer science. My thesis was focused on AI and blockchain, and now I am pursuing my PhD in Harvard Institute of Technology. So the first question is, what are the main challenges universities face in the integration of Web3 technologies into their curriculum? Example, as they say, Web3 technology will be in computer science. So most of the universities focus in research and theoretical concepts. So just implement as technology, it will be quite challenging. Example, now we have blockchain, you have Ethereum, you have Bitcoin, like there the use of the theory of the blockchain is a real product. Web3 is a real product, so it will be quite challenging for top universities apply in the curriculum from my perspective. Example, when I studied my master, my classes were Introduction to Machine Learning, Advanced Database System Principle, Data Mining, Compressed Network Modeling and Dynamics, Theory of Computation. These were the requirements to make my thesis in blockchain. So, second question, how can blockchain be better supported by universities to promote Web3 literacy among students? In that case, what I think it could be very helpful is the students' club. As you know, here in my university, in most of them, you have like a different clubs. We have Linux club, so I think if we have a blockchain club or Web3 club, this could very be supported for development of the future curricula, not the current curriculum. Also, you have two kinds of master. You have the investigation master and the practical master. Example, in the research master, you have more, it depends on the country, because remember, there's Europe, China, Japan, there's many places. So most of the time, this 2-year master focus on pure research. Like you have 1-year subjects and 1 to 2 years thesis. Like you need to publish something. There's another master in Europe or Latin America, and there's just 1 year, so it's just classes and very simple thesis. Maybe for this kind of master you can apply those technologies like Web3. So the third question is, what are the long-term benefits of Web3 initiatives in higher education and how can they impact the measure? The long term in Web3 application, as you may know, Web3 is decentralized database. This is the main principle. The benefits could be to increase the awareness of decentralized systems, because it will be more different point of failures. We go for the fourth question. How can universities balance the risks and rewards of adopting Web3 technologies in a rapidly changing regulatory environment? In the case that they decide to apply Web3 in the curriculum, also depends on the country. In China, they must be approved by the Minister of Education, so it will be very hard to. Also depends on the master. Example, in Spain, you have the master which are research master 2 year and also 1 year. In the one you also have like a master made just by the university. In those masters, I think they can take the risk of including Web3. Now we go to the question 5. What role can content creators play in collaboration with traditional education institutions to enhance Web3 literacy? In that case, to enhance the literacy of Web3 from the education perspectives of one content creator, we can see that there's many courses that you can find in YouTube, but there are just courses or just people talking about that. If we are one of the best universities, they can make a partnership, especially in edX and Coursera. They are one of the biggest university monks all around the world. In my case, I remember I studied from the University of Buffalo. Blockchain was a very good course. So this is the way that they can improve. They need to use Coursera. Example, this is my Coursera page, and I really enjoy and love Coursera because this is the perfect complement for my academics. We go for the question 6. How can the quality of Web3 education content be ensured when disseminated through non-traditional platforms like a YouTube or online courses? In that case, I create few content. You can watch my videos down below. I have made videos for how to configure product like a CTE and so on. But as you may know, YouTube everyone can publish everything. And now we are focusing on YouTube, but remember, now most of the attention is in TikTok. TikTok, short video, maybe could be information or misinformation, there's facts or there's opinion. So it will be so challenging to address this risk. And how can we understand what is a right content and bad content? As I can see, it's about also innovation. When you are talking about innovation, you don't know what will be successful in the future or what will fail. So I think the same is for the content, because some people can start to develop content and they can fail. But about technology is easier because it's like a path. They will start developing content and it is good, this is working, so they will continue developing. If not, they will just stop producing content in this. Now I will go for the seventh question. What strategies can universities adopt to overcome their hesitation in embracing Web3 and decentralized technologies? The main strategies could be different master or also in the continuous learning course. This could be the most interesting strategy, because they can focus the resources in the short-term courses, just for 6 months of 1 year course, just 2 hours per week, like a complementary on weekends. And so because Web3 is more practical knowledge, it's like something that you your motion business, more than theory, is practically. So this is one way to mitigate it. Now we go to the question 8. How can industry's partnership be leveraged by accelerate the integration of Web3 into higher education? To partnership in that case depends on the companies who are adopting those technologies. Some universities have already partnership with Amazon, with Google. Depends on the biggest player can make a real impact and real difference in the adoption of this technology. For example, here we have the laboratory of Tencent. We also have the laboratory of Huawei. So it's like there's this kind of collaboration. So in Web3, depends who could be the best player, the biggest, who start making the partnership with the universities. And the next question, how can decentralized education platform contribute to democratization of access to education? For me, this is very good question, and they already democratize the education, because now we can access to high quality education. Because I've taken courses in Complutense of Madrid, that is number in the QS is around 200. HIT, Harvard Institute of Technology, is almost 200. I have courses in Tsinghua, who is in the 100. And what I can see from the course experience to the Coursera experience, we can say is quite similar. We're talking about 80% of accuracy and the content that we can discuss. Of course, in the real environment, in the classroom, will be more, the homework will be more challenging, but the knowledge is the same. So now it's up to you. You want to really learn with Coursera courses is enough. If you want to learn, but if you need the degree, if you want to get the degree, this is different, because then you need to pay the tuition fees and you need to be on campus and do the research and everything. But if you just want to get the education, you can get it through Coursera or edX. Most of the content is totally true. For this reason, many guys say that now you can just learn the same as a Harvard student from YouTube, and it's quite true. But it's up to you. It will be harder. It will be harder. You are that smart, that dedicated, you are already totally focused. You can just get the curriculum for any university major, Harvard, Stanford, MIT, wherever you want to go. You just take the major, find courses on Coursera, edX, plus you also use the same books and they use, and you can auto-test yourself. With Diligent, you can almost acquire the same knowledge. So this is totally possible with the decentralization of education. So this was my overview about Web3, also the education system. Thank you. And if you disagree with me or you agree with me, you can share in the comments.